Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Okay, right?
They go play action here on first down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Sticking with Walker on second down. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Desmond King to return it from his end zone.
Desmond King on the return. The Texans take over first down again.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Ready?
First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce.
Dameon Pierce, the ball carrier. Tackle made at the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. He'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike. and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The Texans in a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. It's been really a lost first month of the season, that's for sure.
And they still believe they have potential. They still believe they're a good team. But they have to absolutely start showing it right now. 0 for 4? That doesn't even sound right to them. But let's face it, you are what your record says you are until you break out of it.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me for it. It's my turn now to make the big play, and that's exactly what he did.
Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
This is Chenault on the receiving end. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Get ready.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
1st down, they go right back to Pierce. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll look to throw, staying on his feet. He's got Jordan complete right side. And the Texans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They want to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the 1st quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Pierce. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Down.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Once more, it's Pierce. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Damian Pierce, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
These two teams all tied after 1. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Kirkpatrick. It's Jackson again on the reception. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, Kirkpatrick going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll look to throw again. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
Well, there wasn't much of a window there, Charles. Had to deal with a couple of defenders, but able to find his big tight end.
And, partner, we know double coverage is a challenge for any player to try to defeat. But maybe it's a little easier if you're one of those big tight ends because you have a size advantage on just about anyone trying to cover you, and you can use your body to create some space.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Operating from the gun, Kirkpatrick. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback And they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ends up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Ready?
And they'll go right back to Pierce.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
On the double.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Hey, check mega. Ready, ready, set.
They're going to look to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Malik McDowell in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
A 41-yard punt there with no return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Kirkpatrick. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Kirkpatrick. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go long and hope someone will come free.
On 1st down, Kirkpatrick, throw out wide to Walker. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A give for Walker running right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Kirkpatrick finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And he's brought down. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll go with a keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks have moved out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Texans 7. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense.
Pierce has it knocked loose, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. This is caught. It's Cooks.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here we go.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down.
Let's go.
They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
10.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the 1st half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Kirkpatrick. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, Kirkpatrick. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Out of the gun now on third down. Open mid. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Texans scoop it.
So we thought maybe they would have a chance to extend this lead on the opening drive of the second half. Instead, they cough it up.
Obviously.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Straight ahead, Walker.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Kirkpatrick. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's Walker. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Walker once more. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7.
Seahawks 21, Texans 7. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. King going to look to bring it out. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Set, ready. Trouble, 38. Set, cut.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
King going to look to bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
Pierce now up the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 44 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's underneath to Pierce. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Ready?
Pierce gets this one running right. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
Come on, set.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now in Houston. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Throw left side, going to be caught by Chenault. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 48-yard line.
Ready.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Trey Brown. 20, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll look to throw. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the mass of bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
On third down, here's Pierce. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick 6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
Here's Pierce on the counter. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They get 15, but they still need it a little bit more. 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the first down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll set up to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Trey Brown. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this game.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Ready?
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
To throw on third down, Jacobs. He's going to look deep down the field. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, Frank.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Striker, 3-3.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's fourth down.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Seahawks, They move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Texans, the calendar change to October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers.